There's this new Tamil movie. It's a gangster movie. It's called Adi Bhagwan. And it had a fair bit of controversy because it came just after all the problems with Vishwarupam, with the Muslims objecting to the movie, saying that Muslims are being typecast, stereotyped with violence and all that. So promptly the Hindu groups got up and said, hey, how can you make a movie? The director is a Muslim. He's going to show Adi Bhagwan, which is definitely a Hindu name, and is going. I'm sure he's going to show something bad about Hinduism. So they made a huge ruckus about it, not knowing that it was just a few chance that the name was Adi Bhagwan. Actually, it stood for Adi, which is one guy, and Bhagwan, which is another guy, and both of them are identical looking people. So that's how the name came. But due to pressure, they changed the name from Adi Bhagwan to Amirin Adi Bhagwan. Stupidity by one set of people will be answered by stupidity from another set of people. That's all I can say about it. So anyway, let's get to the movie. It's a gangster movie set in Bangkok, where this guy, Jem Ravi, and his mother go and settle down there to escape from the evil influence of his father, who apparently is a gangster himself back in India. So they go to Bangkok, and when he gets there, he again gets involved in criminal groups and stuff. So he becomes a criminal. So the movie starts with a very interesting note, actually something very nice. I thought, when I saw that scene, I thought, hey, this is something I'm going to sit back and really enjoy this one. There's a raid in the house of a very rich family, two brothers. They're into mining, obviously modeled on the Reddy brothers from Karnataka. So the CBI unit comes in, shuts down the house, shuts off all the communication, and they open up, rip open mattresses, bags, this, that, and the other, find tons of money, gold. They take the whole lot, put it, wrap it up in thing, make them sign a receipt, and they put it in lorries, into vans, and they drive off. And then these guys realize that the entire thing was a bogus CBI party. There was no such CBI party. The politician tells the mining brothers, we never organized anything. There's no question of a CBI raid. So then they find out that they've been cheated. So they're after that guy, how to get him. Now back in India, in Mumbai, there's a guy who's a criminal. He's a kind of effeminate character. He's the Bhagwan. And he's got his own crime thing going around the place. He shoots people, kills people at random. I don't know, there's no police in these countries. Or the police are always in cahoots with these kind of wicked people. Anyway, that guy by mistake one day goes a little bit in excess, and he kills the brother of the minister or the cousin of the minister. So now the political, what should I say, institutions and the politicians are also after Bhagwan for overstepping his crime. And then they decide to eliminate him. Now he's got a girlfriend. Who's the girlfriend? Neetu Chandra, who's the heroine of the movie. So in a complete divergence from the usual kind of heroines, this heroine is completely evil. She is wicked to the core. So she goes to Bangkok and she finds out that this guy who looks exactly like Bhagwan lives in Bangkok. So she lures him to India, pretending to be in love with him. All sorts of charades are being played out, and he's brought back to India, and she sells him to the cops in India, who grab him, take him to prison, and beat the living daylights out of him. I can't imagine even a punching bag getting more punches than this. And a punching bag in a gymnasium will get less blows than what Jayam Ravi gets in the police station. He's beaten, then taken outside, beaten again, then taken back inside, beaten again, and then they leave him outside and they whack him again. He's like those dolls, they keep coming, hitting, and you whack it, goes back, and keeps. It doesn't fall. He keeps on getting beaten, keeps on, just goes on and on. Finally, he escapes from there, obviously, and then he's out to take revenge from this girl whom he thought he was in love with, and who pretended to be in love with him. They finally corner each other in Goa, and they beat the living daylights out of each other. This girl turns out to be a huge martial arts expert, exponent of it. And I was very impressed with Neetu Chandra's skills. If it is really her who did all those stunts with Jayam Ravi, she needs full marks. I mean, she was there giving it as good as she was getting. Kicking, flying through the air, I don't know what all she was doing. But finally she gets killed. And then the last scene, of course, the Bhagwan comes into the scene and he has to get killed and really, pulped. So the director promptly obliges Adi by giving the opportunity to beat the daylights out of him. Then he knifes him. And last scene is very funny. He takes a knife and he plunges it in the ground. And what is the ground? It's a marble floor. I don't know how he drives a knife through marble, but he does it. That's cinema. So I think Jayam Ravi should avoid acting under anybody's direction other than his own brother Raja, because they've done some good movies and they know each other's, strengths. and it'll be better if he sticks to his brother and does movies. So Adi Bhagwan, a lot of people spotted that it's not going anywhere, and they were leaving the theater even before the interval, 5 minutes after the interval, 20 minutes after the interval, and when I thought the movie is finally done, that they'll be just now only the last knife has to be plunged into Bhagwan's chest. Even then, there were people walking away. Didn't want to wait for that also because I was a fool. The movie still kept going on after that. So I guess people knew that this is not going to end up anytime soon. So they just left. So that's Adi Bhagwan. It's a huge movie. Must have been cost crores of rupees because it was shot all over the world. And I must tell you, technically, it's brilliant. Whoever thought up all those scenes and all the action, brilliant, brilliant. As good as anything you'll see in a overseas Chinese movie, especially particularly where all these martial arts things come in. Very well done. Lots of fine sound. Uh, but finally, it fails to satisfy. So Adi Bhagwan, I don't know, just another movie. If you got nothing else to do, go see it.